Vikas Khimania of Edelweiss Securities joins us. Vikas, what is the sense you're getting that the good cheer in the market, which brought it and kept it at 6,100, has about spent all the positive forces that further advances are difficult?
Yeah, Lata, I think markets have rallied and I think they rallied for some time, and I guess they are consolidating and a lot of sort of expectations are built in, so we need to see some sort of follow through happening in the numbers, which again is not expected to happen very soon. So I think clearly markets are likely to consolidate around these levels. It also depends on what kind of liquidity we see from the global factors. So I mean, yesterday you saw Japanese stocks, down almost 6-7%. So I think all those things will have some rub-off effect, and those will have some sort of uncertainty created for the local markets as well. But by and large, it looks like that we are sort of going to hold on at these levels. There might not be significant downside from here, but at the same time, as you rightly said, that markets to recover, markets to sprint from here will take a lot more, confirmation that the growth is returning back. And so far, while everybody believes that interest rates have peaked out, capital expenditure cycle has bottomed out, but yet the pickup has to happen. And I think as we start seeing confirmation of those things in data, primary data especially, I think markets will sort of start liking it. Till then, I guess it will remain sort of in a sort of sideways zone.
Okay. Vikas, hi, afternoon. So for the June series itself, are there any trades that you guys are recommending, either buying with a longer term horizon in mind or any kind of sell calls?
I think our approach has been currently we are advising investors that I think next 6 to 8 months, I think you have a political event ahead of you. Markets have run up. I mean, valuations are not cheap. Having said that, macro factors are sort of bottoming out. I mean, economic macro factors are falling into place. So I think from a medium term to long term perspective, it makes a lot of sense to invest into the markets. But given the fact that you have a huge amount of uncertainty in terms of politics, which is a very critical event for us, and plus I think you have a lot of sort of international factor in form of liquidity playing out, you should be ready to live with 8 to 10% kind of volatility in the markets. Markets will be volatile. Even as the economic recovery takes place, there will not be consistent data which will come out. It will be confusing data, it will be mixed data before it even starts sort of becoming a clear data form. So I think this will kind of induce sort of volatility in the market. So we do believe that I think if you are looking from a 2 to 3 years perspective, markets look very attractive. I think markets sort of hold good promise, but it might come with somewhat risk in the shorter term over the next 3 to 6 months. So I think with that perspective, I think one has to look at market, one has to approach market. I think from a player perspective, I think interest rate sensitives are the very, very clear play. I think interest rates are set to come down. They are coming down, and I think while the transmission is yet to take place in the economy, I guess it will take time, but it will happen. So interest rates are coming down, inflation is bottoming out, capex is sort of expected to pick up soon. So I think all those things augur very well from a long-term perspective, and we have seen whenever these things have happened in the past, markets from over a medium to long term have rewarded well. So I think we see similar kind of things can get repeated, but for the event which is lined up, and I think we'll have to play accordingly. So each investor has to evaluate from a risk reward perspective what kind of risk they can live with, and but at the same time we also believe that there's no need to be in a hurry, so you can use markets on a bad day, you can look to buy if you have a long-term horizon.
Okay, well, I think the European markets have opened. We are seeing a bit of a recovery in the Indian markets. We were at 1 point down to 40 on the Sensex and down about 80 on the Nifty. Still down, but 65 points only on the Nifty, and down to about 200 on the Sensex. Well, it's not a very positive opening, but at least it's flat. If you don't have terribly negative cues coming in from Europe, at least for now. To be fair, even Asia didn't give us very negative cues. We were really reacting to perhaps the artificial prop up of markets, which is typical on a triple witching day. That is, quadruple witching day yesterday. Because of the close of contract, perhaps we witnessed some boosting of prices, which came down promptly today. Today we've not had negative news or certainly negative openings in the stock markets in Asia or in Europe, and that benign view remains after Europe opens. Vikas, a final question in terms of exact stocks that you are happy about after looking at the fourth quarter numbers. Which are the sectors, like, I mean, you spoke about interest rate sensitives. Would you be buying any real estate stock? If so, which? Because within the space, we saw the indifferent performance from DLF yesterday, or for that matter, automobiles. Within the space, M&M has been the performer of the last couple of years. What will be the performer of the next couple of years?
See, I think clearly amongst the interest rate sensitives, I think banking and automobiles have, sort of hold a lot of promise. And I think within automobiles, as you mentioned, I think we've been positive on Mahindra & Mahindra and Bajaj. Both stocks we like a lot, and I think we think they hold from long-term perspectives very, very good promise. And if you are looking 2 to 3 years horizon, I think they will definitely sort of deliver. They are from corporate governance and all other perspectives very good companies, and also holds interest rate sensitivities. So I think we are bullish on both these stocks in the automobile space. Banking sector also again is a very interest rate sensitive sector, and again a very large component of the index and related to the economic growth coming back. So that sector according to us also will do well. Currently we prefer, given the asset quality issues, private sector banks over the public sector bank, but again that depends how the stock performance kind of change. But currently our preference is look at banks like ICICI Bank, ING, Vaishya Bank, those kind of banks who have who are better placed in valuation side. They are sort of also reasonable in terms of valuation. So I think these kind of sectors and stocks we are sort of preferring. Media is another sector we feel that holds a lot of promise given the recent digitalization reform, and also I think the numbers are sort of coming well, and also if the economic activity picks up, advertisement revenue sort of will pick up as well. So we feel that it also has a good operating leverage and can be looked at very easily from next 2 to 3 years perspective.
That's personally a little exhilarating. Thanks a lot, Vikas Khewani, for joining us with your views. There's another expert joining